live, we get to stream, we get all the benefits of technology, but unfortunately, because it's live, sometimes you guys are on the receiving end of some inefficiencies, as are we. If we lose you or mutes and stuff like that. So someone's unmuted, if they can mute themselves, whoever that is, making background noise. All right. So um, back to what I was saying, we want to make an impact. This training's for the people that want to build a team, not just serve clients. Serving clients is what we start with. That's the foundation of our business. We only want people that want to make an impact by serving clients. Get them that funding to help grow. Business owners struggle. They're go for it type people. They're brave. They're the front line of capitalism, but they need capital to go from point A to B. And we need agents who actually want to do that, who actually believe in that. And so when you're recruiting people, if you lead with commissions, you'll find people who will sell anything, and because you're leading with commissions, and then they won't necessarily really care whether they make an impact. They're not long-term agents. If you want to build an agency here with DAC that is really about setting yourself free and creating a lifestyle for yourself, earning an honest living, and then earning a lifestyle living, and then earning a walk-away freedom in living, something that's people would want to buy. Imagine your agency is doing so well that people want to buy it from you because it's a cash cow. That's what you can build here. But you won't build it based on sand. If you build it upon the rock, it stands through storms. If you build it upon sand, it washes away. So things change in the government, things change in business communities, government rules, outbreaks, different things happen, and you lose weak agents. Seaworthy captains can deal with storms because they've been through storms. People who have a nice boat, you don't know if they can deal through a storm or not if they've never been a captain, right? So you're looking for people who are built on the rock here, and they're going to come forward with the right intention. Our intention is to serve the business owner first and make an impact. If someone doesn't want to make an impact in their communities anywhere in the country, if they're not interested in helping to get fuel, capital, leverage, funding for business owner, they shouldn't be in our company. They will be here and gone. And anytime you invest in them will be spent rather than invested. But if you lead right, if you put the right carrot out there, if you sort correctly, and you look only for people who actually want to make an impact, who understand, hey, business owners are great. Business owners are go for it type people. Business owners could use this. Business owners actually, the reality is business owners are the type people that if you gave them a step up, if you gave them a growth capital, they could really turn it into something. Those are the agents who believe that and actually want to help communicate it and just inform. That's who you want on your team. Okay. So again, if you lead with commissions alone, guess what's going to happen? You'll find people are all money motivated only, and they're not the type people that will actually be out there going for it for long term. They'll always looking for a better commission plan. What can I sell? Oh, I could sell timeshares this week. Oh, I could go sell homes this week. Or no, next week I'm going to sell advertising. Or, oh, wow, I found this. And there's always a shiny object because there's always something that promotes a higher commission. There's always higher commission plans available somewhere. So what I say is I want to recruit people who want to make an impact. So that's your pro tip number one. Okay. In the chat bar, if you're typing, hit some sevens if you agree, if you understand that. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, hit some eights. Or hit some twos so that we know, okay, there's some confusion there. But I want to share my screen and go to some slides. Give me some sevens if you get it. Give me some twos if you don't, so that we can get you moving through. Okay. Now you're going out there to scale your business. Okay. Simple system. Enrolling new agents is not success. It's enrolling them the right way. Our goal isn't just to sign people up, it's to help them activate, get trained, and start having conversations that lead to funding and team growth, right? It's anyone can sign up. I can run an ad and get 50 people to join. That doesn't do a thing. In fact, it creates complaints. So if you're not going to enroll people the right way, don't enroll people, right? If you want to build a team that grows with or without you, the key isn't hyper charisma. It's clarity, consistency, and it's sorting for the right type people. At DAC, we've already built a system. It works. The only question is, are you using it, teaching it, or doing it your own way? Here's the system. Number one, make a list. Okay. Start with your phone and your social groups. And I'm going to go through this quick because we've trained this 100 times. Start with your phone and social groups, people you know who can make an impact. If you can only recruit 20 total, this is kind of something I use. If I can only recruit 20 more people, who are the 20 I want to reach out to? Start there, but don't stop there because all people need to be informed. This is a game changer and a life changer for many. Step two, approach and sort. Start simple. Reach out to see if someone's open as a side income, helping businesses. That's it. Remember, you're just sorting. You just want to find out if they're interested. You are looking for people who want to make a difference before making a commission. The commission comes from being a difference maker and making an impact. That should be bolded. I mean, that's what I've been spent time talking about, right? Step three, share the business overview. If they're interested in learning more, share one of your partner pages. There's the 4-minute video at davidallencapital.com/partner/your ID. And then there's my favorite, the 26-minute videos at davidallencapital.com/partner. Oh, that's spelled wrong. Partner overview / your name. Okay. Sorry for the typos there. I was just throwing this together. Live or recorded Tuesday business overview, right? Remember, don't be the explainer, be the inviter. And if anytime you're on one of our pages, if you just put / your ID number, it becomes replicated. So if you go to our 25-minute video and you like it, copy the hyperlink, text it to someone, but put / your ID number. Step four, once they join, you want to make sure they've read their welcome letter and follow what's in the welcome letter. Step five, they go through training. They go through the onboard training and the funding training. Okay, that's the two things they want to go through, onboard and funding. And this is being recorded. If I'm going too quick, we've covered this a lot. Then they go through the game plan. They need to schedule a call with their enroller or their upline experts, or they watch the game plan video. It maps out their first week of activity. And only after they've watched the first 2 trainings do you do this. Otherwise, you're spending time. You only do a game plan. It's going to take you an hour. You only want to invest that hour into someone who's at least put in the 2.5 hours of training. Now, when the certification loss, you'll only do this with people once they're certified. You'll be notified. Until then, make sure they tell you they've watched the videos. Okay. Step 7, launch. Now they're ready to launch for clients and agents. So that should say for clients or agents, the right way. Text, phone, live in person, email, direct message, group, Chamber of Commerce. Always follow TCPA rules. Lead with the value, not pressure, right? And then 1-to-1 warm market is the best. 10-to-1 odds. 10-to-1 odds. If you reach out to business owners you know or where you already are a customer, they know who you are, 10-to-1. 10-to-1. If you're recruiting new agents, 10-to-1. If you recruit 10 people off Craigslist and you recruit one friend, that one friend's going to outproduce the 10, usually. So you're going to invest time in all 10 of those. Nothing wrong with Craigslist as long as you sort the right way and they go through the training and they're a go-getter. I answered an ad. So I'm a guy who got in this industry because of an ad. So they're out there. There are people out there, but more often than not, it's people who were recruited by a friend because you have the buddy system built in. They're already built in. I've got some ads who started 3 weeks ago. I'm the founder of the company. I've made millions in this industry. You know what a blessing that is to not have to, I can sail through any storm in the ocean of this industry. I can do it. And you're on my boat with me because I enrolled you, you're in good shape. And they quit. They don't return my calls. Because it doesn't matter. But if I recruit a warm market, a friend of mine, we have a discussion, and I say, listen, let's not waste I can say things like, let's not waste each other's time. If you don't want to build this, please, I get it. Let's just go out and watch football together. But if you're going to build it, then build it, because I don't want to invest 1 hour of time if you're not going to invest 10 years into this business. I mean, that's really that simple. You can figure this out pretty quick. I'll give you everything I got to succeed, but you got to give your commitment too. And if you're going to be here 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, I'm with you every day until you're making the money you want to make. That's real simple. You can say that warm market. You can't say that to someone off an ad that you don't know, because they may tell you one thing and do the other. Now, I was the guy off the ad who was willing to do what I said. You'll find them. I'm not saying don't run ads. I'm saying warm market is your key. And then 1-to-1 warm market is social posts, social videos. You put it on your network. Now you're talking to many of your friends at once, but it's still warm market. That's 1-to-1 warm, 1-to-1 many. Okay. 1-to-1 cold, that's canvassing as a customer, local business walks in, phone calls, etc. 1-to-many cold market is same thing. If you're running ads or you're doing a post, social post, a video. McGuire, chime in real quick if you're near your phone. or near the thing. You are
Yep.
good. Already unmuted. How many people have watched your first video you put up 2 weeks? Just ballpark. I don't need exact.
Uh, about 550 so far.
550 business owners have now seen his video. And he had one conversation, one recording. Now you've got an application out of Hawaii. Did that come from that?
That one was just searching and ended up finding he found my socials, not YouTube, but my socials. Yep,
Yeah.
other
So,
socials.
so a social post got a client. Sharon's on here right now. Sharon, unmute. Sharon's my mom. Unmute yourself, mom. Your last client. How'd you get that last client?
I had sent out some texts.
Send out some text. Okay. So text. Well, the client on the East Coast was a social post, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yep.
Social. She's too big. She got too much going on. So it was a social share. So the point is, you can do social shares and you're getting a lot more people. The last several clients I've got a client right now that's approved. I can't get them on the phone with me because they don't know me, but they applied through my site, but they won't answer my calls. We've got an offer to them. It's a social. You're gonna get these. I don't know them. They watched one of my videos and they signed up. They're local. They're only 10 miles away. I've never been in their place. So they found me on Facebook. I'm not sure how, but it wasn't me reaching out to them, but it's a local business, right? So you want to be active, but the point is, warm market always beats cold market all day long. A warm market, if I have a client who gets an offer, they're telling me whether they want it or not. Someone I don't know isn't answering my call when we get them an offer. Not always, but 10% of the time, we never hear from the client after we give them an offer. They don't accept it or decline it, or 5% of the time. If Wade were on, he could jump on and say, this is what percent of the time they never answer. I've got a client right now who's not answering. I called them over the weekend. I texted them over the weekend. Hey, we're going to have to close this out. Nothing. Okay. Comp plan training, make sure they go through that, understand comp on how to earn, and then help them stay plugged in. Consistent creates momentum, encourage them to join the Zooms, encourage they attend the training updates, encourage on the Facebook page, right? So these are the steps that every new agent has to go through. So I'll ask you, if you're recruiting someone, are you making sure they go through all of them? Bring this success into your home. You don't need to be a superstar. You just need to follow the system and help others do the same. Duplication builds momentum, momentum builds leadership. Okay, final thought. Teach people to plug into the system, launch the right way, stay consistent. That's how you stop managing and start leading. You're an encourager, not a manager. You don't have to prod people along. You recruit the right way and you find those who want. You'll still have to chase some people now and then, like my client right now, but it's worth it, right? They're approved. That's how teams grow. That's how incomes grow. This is not anything else. It's a game day. Today's game day. Team building pro to recruit like it's draft day. You're not just adding people, you're building a championship team. What do I mean by that? Tonight we got a biz op overview. Myself and McGuire are tag teaming it, right? McGuire? Yes, right.
Yes,
And
sir.
right, we're representing this company, DAC. And we're looking for the right team. So it's draft day. Between now and tonight at 7:30, all of you can think of two. So your homework is, if you want to challenge yourself, I don't like when people tell me what to do. Um, I sometimes would actually resist and do the opposite. So let me rephrase it. Um, what I encourage you to do, if you really are saying you want to be a difference maker, then between now and tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to think of one or two people that I've not yet recruited or someone I've talked to in the past that's kind of on the fence and encourage they attend tonight live. And I'm going to tell them, I'll say something different, but I'll say it if I was you. Hey, I'm just reaching out again because you always, because changes everything. There's a reason for a reach out. I'm telling you, it's proven psychologically to just disarm the other person and also elevate your value of care. So only say it if you mean it, but I mean this when I say it. I'm reaching out to you because tonight there's another live business overview with the founder of our company and another one of our corporate team members. And if ever you're going to check out this business, I'd love you to be able to be on when the founder's speaking live because he then takes questions at the end. And if you're ever going to check it out, I'd want you to at least have that ability to do so. It's not required, of course, but it'd be a good opportunity. And because I think you'd be fabulous in this business, and this could be a difference maker for your community. I really think you could make an impact through your town and really just turn a lot of businesses from breaking even to making massive profits because you bring them funding. I really think you can make an impact and you can make some good money. I just want you to be on tonight if you're interested in that. You know what that's going to do for someone? It's going to get more people to attend. Now, who do you say that to? It's draft day. You only work on getting one or two, not the easiest one or two, the best one or two. The best one or two. As you scale up the quality of your team, you scale up the odds of your income. Who's the best one or two that you could get on today? Who's the best one or two? You don't need any more information. You already know. So let me see if there's any twos on there from the confusion before. I see all sevens. Jesus used 70 by 7. That's right. Okay, I don't see any. Good. All right, guys. Well, then, any other questions about anything we've talked about? Anything in the process? Anything in the game night tonight? By the way, we start right at 7:30. Have your team get on early. Have your guests arrive early. The first 5 minutes is the difference maker. It's when we can relate and identify with them. And if they don't get that, they spend the first 10 minutes judging instead of listening. So relate and identify is the first part of our presentation. It's usually only 2 minutes. So if they arrive at 7:33, they miss that. And now their odds of success their odds of joining go way down. I see Wade Cordell's got his hand up. Wade, how you doing, buddy? What do you got for us today, my friend?
Hey, doing good, doing good. Just a quick, hey, Ellen, by the way, your person accepted the funding. I'm getting everything done for him, so you don't have to text me back. But anyway, I just want to say something about the recruiting process. It is a sorting process, and it is a long process. One person needs to be touched multiple times. And guess what? I've had two folks that I recruited that it just wasn't for them after we got, but they both referred me to someone, and I spoke to both of those people who have a client base. So, a lot of times I don't like to say duds into studs, but a lot of times people that are just too busy, this is not for them, will move you that way. Secondly, what a great time if you're in the recruiting process to get those folks on tonight, because there is not a better presentation that they're going to see than tonight. I mean, I'm sure you guys will give great presentations when you're talking to them, but a live presentation will. I mean, that's one of the first things that I've done. And I know that I got a lot of recruits this month, but to be quite honest, you only about 1 out of 3, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10. You're gonna have to sort through these people and work, and that's why it's always better to get a warm market, somebody that you know. But all I can tell you is get them on tonight. That is the most important thing you can do.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, Wade. Wade, number 2 on the list for recruiting last week. We've got, looks like TLC 82. Who's TLC 82? If you want to unmute yourself and join us.
Hi, Tim Chase.
Oh, Tim, how are you, buddy?
Doing well. I don't know why it says TLC 82, but
right.
Anyway, if you tell me how to change it, I will. But
I don't know how either.
So I did the partner, what do you call it? Overview.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I sent myself one last night, and I sent a thing to the help desk, but just now is the first time being able to get back on the computer, so I don't know if they responded. But anyway, when I got on, I sent myself one of those emails. I looked at it. I was able to drag the cursor over the part where it says, if you even have a little bit of curiosity, click here. So it's at the bottom of the email. It says, the words are, if you're even a little curious.
You talking about the refer a friend email?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it says, if you're even a little curious, check out this quick overview. So I put my cursor on it and it lights blue, but nothing happens. It won't take me anywhere.
You're talking about the email itself when you click on it?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you clicked on it?
On the email. So I sent myself an email and I read through the email.
Did you click on it? Did you click on it?
Well, it won't let me. I drag the cursor over it and it turns blue, but then it won't click. It won't do anything. It doesn't take me anywhere.
Okay, I'll look into it. I've used it. In fact, Sharon mentioned that to me this morning, and I tested mine, and it worked. So
okay. She might have mentioned it because I sent that last night, but I haven't looked back.
can you forward your email to me directly, Tim? Forward
Yeah,
it to
tell
David
me.
at David Allen. The actual email that you can't, the hyperlink doesn't seem to be live. Send it to me if you don't mind, and I'll try to click on it and see if it's live on my side. We'll find out what's
Capital.com. Okay.
David
I'll
at
see if I can.
david@capital.com. Yeah, send it to me, Tim, and we'll take a look at it.
I
Okay,
also
thank
changed
you.
your name there, Tim. Did I spell it right?
I don't even see it up there now.
Tim
Yeah.
Chase?
Yep, Tim Chase. Yeah.
Perfect. If you come into the room and it says TLC 82 next time, just click on yourself and it says rename. You can rename yourself.
Okay.
Awesome.
Very good. Thank you, Tim. Sorry about that link not working. I did check to see to make sure, and I've had other people click on it based on Sharon's email, and it seems to be working.
Okay.
Maybe there was an issue with your internet or something, but you never know. We'll look at it.
Well, I went to an artificial intelligence class the other day, and I told my wife I have now a lot of artificial intelligence. She said that that's called like misinformation in my head. I'm not really.
Well, there's a lot of it's good. A lot of it, always
Yeah.
need to proofread it, right? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate you, buddy. And then we got David. I think David's next.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How's it going, everybody?
Doing
I wanted
great.
to talk to you a little bit, David, about this Craigslist advertising. I'm extremely interested in that to the point that even before I read my welcome letter, after I found out that this business wasn't going to require me to put in a credit card, I copied and pasted the Craigslist ad I responded to into a Google sheet. So, yeah, I have some experience advertising there, but I went to run an ad at one point in a city that was recommended to me, and then I found out that somebody else might have been already running there. I
Mhm.
want to know if there's ever going to be a problem overlapping. I know that there are several classifications where you can run the ad besides the sales business development section, which is of course probably the most effective. But
Yeah, so Google, we don't have a territory that's blocked. It says, hey, David, someone's already advertising. You can't advertise there. You're all independent agents, but obviously, David, your return on investment would be lower because they've already seen it. If it looks the same, especially if it's the same ad, you can change the ad up, attract a different caliber of person. But we don't teach advertising. We're going to, but I'm waiting for some legal things. The problem is it creates a legal issue for us. Unfortunately, it's hard to track people representing themselves as corporate and
Right.
independent agent salaries. A lot of times they say, what's the pay? And they'll put in a dollar amount and make it look like it's a salary, and it's not. And that can create a legal issue for us because
yes, sir.
yeah, you get it. So
I'm assuming that the ad that I answered would have been approved.
I don't know.
So
I don't know what ad you answered. We don't know everyone running ads. So
right.
I would send it to support to get approved and make sure it's an approved ad. But obviously, it's commission only. It's got to say that. It can't look like it's a salary. So we've got some training. We're going to be doing one because we think it's a way to recruit. And you'll have one soon. I was hoping to be live today. It's not. So hopefully by next week, I'll be able to bring to you our Craigslist recruiting training.
Yes, all of that was all imparted in the ad that was run, and it said David Allen Capital Independent Agent. All the verbiage was, spot on.
Good. It probably is good. A lot do get approved, but I would send it to support just for a quick approval.
Yeah.
Just so you have confidence, because you don't want to do something because the FTC goes after the person. If they feel like you're offering and by the way, there's zillions of them out there where they're acting like it's a job and it's a commission thing. And so it's not like you're going to get your hand slapped immediately, but we could. So we ask that you operate properly, of course.
Because see, I'm so type A that I was able to turn around and copy and pasted that into another city even before I did anything else.
Yeah.
Once I had my credentials and run it. And I don't want to step on anybody's toes.
And I would also make sure, David, we've got calls out to a couple of the top producers to make sure they're onboarding correctly because, when you recruit 10 people, 15 people, as Wade said, it's a lot of time. We're getting complaints from people not being supported by their enrollers. And we want to make sure if you're going to enroll, that you're going to support them the right way and sort the right way. And until the certification's live, that means you personally, right? And so
Yeah.
just that there's a responsibility there, as you know.
Yeah, like you were saying, you could sign up 100 people, maybe only one of them will be good. You know, maybe none of them will be good. You don't know that until,
But you got
you know,
the problem is you got 90 upset if you're not taking care of all 100. And they're complaining about DAC publicly. They're calling our office. It gives our name a bad name. It
I
gives
understand.
you a bad name. So we don't want to recruit 100 unless we're going to take care of 100. But yeah, you're
Right.
right. Yep.
Understood. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, David. Welcome aboard, buddy. How long have
Thanks,
you been
bud.
with us? 2 weeks? I read your lips. 2 weeks. Okay, because you're muted. All right, beautiful. 2 weeks. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. And let's rock and roll. Any way we can help, let us know. You're in the right place. The trainings. Jose Vasquez, what do you got, Jose?
Good morning. Do we still have the affiliate program?
Well, we're calling them agents. Are you talking about the referral,
Yes.
the Connect Cash?
No, I thought one time we were going to try to do a separate affiliate program where
Not an affiliate. I mean, we branded ourselves affiliate agents, trying to attract. We've tried different branding things over time, but we do have it's not live yet, but we are going to have what's called a referral partnership for someone who's not willing to go through the certification training. Once the LMS goes live, that will take place, and someone who's not certified is going to get paid a lower commission.
correct.
We'll
Okay.
call them referral partners until they're certified.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
That's not live yet, though. No.
All right, thanks.
Yep. All right, folks. I don't see any other questions or comments. So, as we go away today, who's the one or two? Draft day. Draft day. You don't win. Michigan Wolverines get all kinds of credit when they get a key person to join their team. And so does Bama and Texas and Clemson and all those. They're always trying to get key players. Well, why aren't we pro teams like that? Why aren't we running our DAC business like that? Like, I got to land myself some good people. I want to land myself. I don't want to just a team full of people showing up for practice. That's great. We're going to make a difference. But I also get to sort and select some before they join someone else.